While down in Atlanta for the Super Bowl, I was able to spend 2 full days on Radio Row, got the press passes, we had the exclusive access, hanging out with media personalities, networking, and I was actually able to do a Sirius XM radio show of my own. I was featured on the Moving the Chain show with Jim Miller, who's an NFL veteran, and Pat Kerwin, who's a former NFL GM. I was able to meet Mike Francesa, the GOAT of sports radio personalities in New York City from WFAN. I ran into Gary Vaynerchuk, who's been a huge influence on me, and I'm now going to do some collaboration with Vayner Sports, his sports agency, and work out with one of their receivers, which you guys will hear more details about coming very soon. But it was just a great time on Radio Row, and while I was down there, I had a lot of messages and DMs from friends, family, and fans asking what Radio Row was like. A lot of people kind of hear about the madness, but never get to see it for themselves. So I'm going to give you guys a quick video tour, kind of looping around Radio Row, looking at all the craziness going on so you guys can see it for yourself. So Radio Row was pretty crazy. To be honest, it was a little overwhelming at first because there were so many media personalities and athletes everywhere. It was truly hard to keep up with who everybody was. As you can see, just about every established media company in the country was here with some sort of reserved space in this big exhibit hall, and they would book athletes for certain time slots and interview them throughout the week. Athletes would show up and go from booth to booth, interview to interview. You can see right here, this is the Sirius XM radio setup, which is where I had my interview at, right in the back center right there. Here's the GOAT, Mike Francesa of WFAN. I was able to have a quick conversation with him earlier. Like I said, just media stacked on top of media, so many people everywhere. You see those cops there, there was a lot of security. It was a process just to get into the building, and then there was always security around everywhere, just making sure that everyone who was there belonged there. Had all the Super Bowl banners hanging above Radio Row right here, which was a nice touch. It was pretty cool to look at the retro banners from back in the day. Interviews going on in every single corner, anywhere you could find space. Me being a one-man show, I didn't have any designated space to hold interviews, but I was able to grab some people as I was walking around and collect some content. In the back here was the Yahoo Sports setup. Ended up making a super strong connection with a friend of mine who's now at Yahoo Sports, who's recently hired there. And I can guarantee you that Sideline Hustle and Yahoo Sports will be collaborating very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I will definitely be doing some cool things with them. And last but not least, this was kind of the media lounge where everyone was doing work after the interviews, getting some stuff done, just getting away from the chaos. And that's all we got from Radio Row. Hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of understanding of what the chaos is like.
On the sidelines, we gotta hustle 'cause we gotta eat.
See you guys next year.